Hi, welcome to Arty Crafty Alchemy. Today I am sharing with you the July Hedgehog Hollow box. I'm the Arty Crafty Alchemist. Let's get started. Oh no, I've had something leak. My Wow Embossing Ink Pad Refill Conditioner has leaked all through my box. So I'm going to have to contact them about them. Let's hope not too much got destroyed. We have a grape Zot, the embossing powders. I just want to try and make sure nothing is too damaged. Oh, there's our little replacement stamp, so I don't need to contact them about that. My last box said it would come by an envelope, but it didn't, and I don't want this paper to touch anything. I think I'm going to have to get rid of this box, and I'm trying not to touch too much. The lid has worked itself free of this. It was not done up properly, and I have no idea what this is. Embossing Ink Pad Refill Conditioner and Freestyle Tool. Oh, that's interesting. What stamp is this? Your halo is tilting. Our July box has all these pretty flowers, and July as our postcard. And then it says, welcome to your July box. This is a really exciting box. Not only have we partnered with Wow to bring you 4 exclusive colours of embossing powder, which we mixed ourselves, but we also have Sophia Caldwell back with her beautiful designs. Yet again, this box is jam-packed with exclusives and firsts for the hollow, and I can't wait to see what you create. Do you have anything you would like to see in the box? I would love to hear from you. You can always let us know at support@thehedgehoghollow.com. Maddie is now home for the summer and we are having great fun crafting together. Have you seen our videos? Her no glue slime recipe was awesome. What are you up to this summer? As always, happy stamping and enjoy your new supplies. Love, Alexandra and the Prickle. We have our Nina. Oh, we do have a little bit of damage to one of the envelopes. We have 6 brown envelopes, and then there are a bunch of plain spring coloured papers and a really thick black vellum. This is the oval sentiment stamp set. With lots of love for an amazing friend with deepest sympathy, smile even on the darkest days. And then that goes with the oval butterflies stamp set. We have this oval leaf pattern, berries and flowers and a bee. Is that a bee up there? I think so. And a ladybug. Then there's my husband, happy birthday, and lots of butterflies. Then there is the ampersand love. We have the floral ampersand, and then love with all floral patterns in the letters. Some flowers, other butterflies, more flowers, love you, miss you, and my hubby. And then we have the 4 exclusive embossing powders that Hedgehog Hollow made. This one is black and gold, plum shift. Really interested to see that one. Copper tone shift. Oh wow, this is really sparkly. Everything glitter but rose. I am going to reset, work out what I'm making, and come back to it. I am sort of working out what I want to do. I think I want to take this oval leaf border and try again with some loose watercolour. Sucker for punishment. I will get there. Practice makes perfect. And then I'm also thinking I might take this big butterfly. We have the ampersand. I kind of wish that they'd put a me and you in there. I wonder if I can find a me and you stamps in my stash somewhere. It's a problem for another day. This is Arto 300 GSM 100% cotton. And then I'm going to take one of these pieces of Nina and cut it in half. I'm going to stamp the butterfly with Memento onto the Nina that came in the box. I've double stamped that to give it a good impression, and I've got my cardstock dirty and I don't even know how. Set that aside for a minute. Next I'm going to stamp this frame. This I'm stamping onto the Arto paper, and I'm going to try jet black stays on this time, just because I'm having trouble with my inks on this paper. And I think this was a tactical error. This is a thirsty stamp. That'll do. Didn't quite go how I wanted it to go, but seeing as it is the good watercolour paper, I'm going to just go with it. I have grabbed out my very dirty Daniel Smith palette, and I'm just going to add water. Then I'm going to pick up some Hansa Yellow Light, and I'm going to water that down quite a bit, and I'm just dropping that into these big leaves, letting that travel wherever it will. Then I'm going to grab some sap green, drop that into some of these leaves, And I think I will add just the barest hint of phthalo blue green shade. And I'm going to come back and mix a slightly darker Hansa yellow light and drop that in so that mingles with the blue. Now we have some floral clusters. I think I'm going to take some Quin Rose and add some red to these florals. Oh, that one flows. Maybe a little bit to some of these leaves. I missed a floral. Probably should use a smaller brush for some of these. I'm going to add some yellow to our little bee friend up here. I think we need a little bit more blue on this side. We've lost some of it. I'm going to set that aside to dry for a little while, and then I'm going to grab my butterflies. I've grabbed some pastel-y colours. We're just going to start by adding purple around the outside. I much prefer to colour on the heavier weight Nina. I find blending on the lightweight very challenging. For the purples I used V12 and V15. Now I'm using B00 and B0. Oh, what did I do that for? Oops. Well, I guess they're having one blue spot. Well, I just messed up. Oh well. The pinks are R81 and R83. May just add a little purple spot in. Oops, I went with the dark first. And I have G02 and G00. And then for the body, I'm going to take R20 and R22. Do not know why, but I love the name of R22, Light Prawn. Always makes me laugh. And there is my little butterfly coloured. This is not quite dry, so I'm going to blast it with the heat tool. Going to grab sap green and ultramarine turquoise to deepen sap green up a little. And I'm just going to paint my leaves. The first brush I used was a Donna Dewberry Played One Stroke number 8, and now I'm using a Rowney S43 Kolinsky Sable size 4, but I'm not used to using sable brushes at all. I just managed to snag this one super cheap. Next, this might be a mistake, but we'll see. I just want a little bit of lemon yellow, and I'm just going to touch that to some areas and see what it does. And with that yellow, I'm going to intensify it a bit more and paint the butterfly. Take a very light amount of this blue and touch it into the wings. Now I'm going to grab some alizarin crimson, and I'm going to add that to my little ladybug, and also to these little flowers up here. I'm not being super precise. It's a watercolour. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to intensify the colours from the background, and I'm going to take the Quin Rose again and do this cluster of flowers, berries or whatever they are, and add some colour to some more flowers. And any that I missed, I'm going to go back with this alizarin crimson just to give a hint of colour and to intensify the colour on the ones I've already done. Next, I'm grabbing some Pymonite Genuine, and I'm going to use that anywhere that the branches are thick enough. I'm going to set that aside to dry. I'm going to trim the butterfly down. And I'm going to grab my Katamari punch and round those corners. I can't decide which one. I forgot the ladybug spots. grab my watercolour palette back. I have a very fine liner brush here, so what I'm going to do is grab some hematite and just drop that into those little spots. Decided I wanted to do one more thing, and I should bring this all the way down here so I'm not getting it on any of my other things. I am going to add some splatter. I'll pick up some of this yellow and some more Quin Rose and some more sap green. And I still managed to get it everywhere. Oops. Can't decide between these two colours. Decisions. Just trimming off the bit that doesn't fit on our cards. What I'm going to do is grab my butterfly back, and I am going to randomly place the butterfly. I have my clear mark embossing pad. The stamp was still a little bit dirty. I've done little toppers for my little pots of embossing powder, and I think I'm going to go with the Everything But Rose. And I really should have prepped with an embossing tool first, but I didn't. I am going to do this to the entire background and then I'll be back. I have completed my butterfly background. I'm going to take this little bit of a scrap and I'm going to stamp on that and throw some embossing powder on it and see how it works. I'm not too worried about not having the whole sentiment. I have glitter everywhere from this embossing powder. Not quite the effect I'm going for. So what I might do, let's see how fine a dot we can get with this. Oh, we can get really fine dots. So I'm going to add dots of sparkle. Fingers crossed I don't just ruin my panel, but we've got to experiment. I want to bring some of that sparkle in from the background. There's some subtle hints of shimmer on the butterfly now. Grabbing my Nouveau Shadow Black from a previous box. Probably going to regret this, but let's see how we go. With my paper trimmer, I'm going to try and cut this out straight. Try being the operative word. I'm going to stick this onto my card base, and I will have to trim my card base because ours are taller than American sizes. A little skinnier, a little taller. Next I'm going to work out where I want to place things. I think I will go that way. I'm just going to trim off that end bit and grab some scissors. These are the Couture Creations ones at the moment. I'm not sure where my cutter bee have disappeared to. I am going to trim this down before I add anything else onto it. I'm going to pop this up on some foam. This is the foam tape I absolutely hate, so I'll be glad to get rid of it. As you can see, it's made a mess of my Tim Holtz scissors. And then some foam tape to the back of my banner. And there is card number 1. For card number 2, I am going to grab the little stamp set. I'm going to grab Smile Even on the Darkest Days. See if that will fit in there. Yep, no worries. For this one, I'm actually going to grab my platform because it's watercolour paper and I don't want to mess this up. On my magnets, I've lost one somewhere. I imagine it is stuck to something somewhere. With this one, I'm going to grab the Dilutions Black. Just want it to be nice and bold, and just do that again to make it nice and crisp. I'm just going to add that to my card base. And there is a very loose watercolour floral card. Those are my 2 cards for the July box. Catching up slowly, I have the August box here to unbox and make projects with. but the September box hasn't arrived yet. I don't even think it's been sent yet. Hopefully when I get back from England, I'll be up to date with my Hedgehog Holo boxes again. It's just been a very full-on busy few months, so I haven't had the time to edit these long videos. I hope you enjoyed this look at the July box and my 2 projects. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. Let me know which card you like best below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Today I am sure...
Stop stuffing it up.